Hey guys, you should have two sheets of paper. Either yours are green and orange or pink and orange, but either way you should have two separate sheets of paper. It doesn't matter which color. You're going to take the first sheet of paper and you're going to fold it vertically, or what we used to refer to as hot dog style. And then open it up and then fold it the other direction, hamburger style. Okay. And then open that up. So now you should have 4 squares. And you're going to fold this in to meet your middle crease. Take your scissors and cut both sides. Okay. So you should have 4 windows, like a little window foldable. Okay. What you also should do is do the same thing with the other sheet of paper, so you have 2 that look exactly the same. Go ahead and pause the video, do both sheets of paper, and then come back to me. All right, so now you guys should be back. What we're doing is we have to start writing in our equations into words, or finding out how to write equations from a word problem. So we'll label the front flaps, and I'm pretty sure you've done this before. And we're going to label the front of the flaps addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Remember, at any time, if I'm going too fast in the video, just go ahead and stop the video and pause it. Okay? You can label any color paper that you want. It doesn't matter which one that you label. Okay? So we'll start with addition. And we want to think about words that mean to add, that you would possibly see in a word problem. Okay? So what about plus? And? Put together? Added to? Increase by? And then one more I'm going to put on this side is more than. More than is one of those words we refer to as turnaround words. Okay, the reason why we refer to a turnaround because it turns the numbers around. So for example, if I say 5 more than 7, my 7 comes first, and then I would add 5. Add 5. Okay, so that would be a turnaround word. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for subtraction, multiplication, and division. What I want you to do is go ahead and pause the video, think of some words, go ahead and write them down, and then see if your words match up to mine. So go ahead and pause the video here. Go ahead and try to fill out all 4. I'm going to use the old one that's already pre-filled. All 4 quarters. And then fill out some words, and then you can always double check it with mine. Okay, great. Hopefully you came up with a lot of different words for adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. So here's some of my other ones. We have difference, less than, which again is a turnaround word. So that if I say 5 less than 7, that's 7 minus 5. Decrease by, how many more? Deduct, minus, gave away or sold, lost or loss, or take away. These are just a few words that are common that you'll see in word problems that just stand for subtraction. Okay? Hopefully you wrote some of these words. At least half of these words, hopefully you've already written. Let's go on to the next one. We have multiplication. What about times, each, and I put a star by each, and I'll come back to that. By, for every, multiplied by, product of, of. And then another word I'm going to put a star by is per. And the reason I put a star by each of those words is because those same words can also be used for division. So you need to make sure that you pay attention to the word problem. What are they meaning? Is it being a multiple, or we're breaking it down into different pieces? Again, hopefully you wrote some words already for division. Again, I have per and each, because those are my 2 that are also used for multiplication. Divisible, divided by, split, separate, quotient of, or groups of. Okay? Great. Okay, so we're going to go to our next little foldable, and we're going to title the front. So hopefully you go ahead and pause the video and title the front, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay. So inside of my greater than sign, the first thing I'm going to do is write a characteristic about the greater than sign. When you graph that on a number line, it has an open circle. Okay, just like before, what I would like for you to do is go ahead and list some words that you think stands for greater than. Go ahead and pause the video and actually do that for all 4 of them. Pause the video, come up with as many words as you can, and then compare them to mine. Okay, so hopefully you came up with a lot of words. Under greater than, we're going to put larger than. What about more than? It's not really that many. Think of word problems. How can I say greater than? What about older than? Okay. Or larger or longer than. All right. Let's look at our less than symbol. Our less than symbol. Hopefully you've already come up with some words. Again, our less than symbol is a characteristic. On the number line, it will be an open circle. Okay, so we have smaller than, less than, fewer than, shorter than, younger than. Okay. Then we have our greater than or equal to. And the way I remember which one is greater or less than is we read from left to right. So the mouth should be open to you for the left. So the alligator eats the larger number, is going to eat it from left to right. So that makes it greater than. Hopefully you can remember. That's how I do anyway. Okay, anything that has that or equal to, it will be a closed circle. Okay, so what about larger than or equal to? A common one is at least. The minimum. And last one, no fewer than. Okay. Maybe if you came up with some extra words, we can discuss it in class tomorrow. I would like that. Okay, then the other one, less than or equal to. This again is a closed circle. So under our less than or equal to, we have fewer than or equal. Maximum. At most. But no less than. The at most and this less than, those are the ones that you look at and you kind of think it's another sign. But you have to be clear. No less than means to include it and then everything above it. And then just like no fewer than means to include that number, but everything below it. Or, yeah. Okay? So what I want you to do is glue these things in your notebook. You should have one on top of the other one. You can title it Algebra in Words, and just glue them right on top of each other. They should fit on one page of your notebook. Don't forget to work on tonight's homework, which is 8.8A Assignment 1. On the back of that homework, you do, I will make a separate quick video to kind of go over a few of the problems of the homework, so I would attach it next. Have a good evening.